Met die FIFA Sokker Wêreldbeker wat wêreldwyd miljoene ondersteuners lok, waarsku kuberveiligheidskenners dat kubermisdadigers die opgewondenheid rondom die toernooi uitbuit om slagoffers te teiken. Ons praat nou met Molefe, hy is 'n kuberveiligheidskenner by die maatskappy ESET Southern Africa. Lucas, goeienaand en baie welkom. Waarom teiken kubermisdadigers dikwels groot sportgeleenthede soos die FIFA Sokker Wêreldbeker, maar nie net die Wêreldbeker nie, maar ander sulke groot geleenthede?
Yes, it's also seen as a hotspot. In essence, like you said, yes, we know the obvious, but the reason why it's a hotspot is because of the excitement that people have, right? Remember, anytime there's an exciting thing happening, we're not going to look at the phishing or click on the links. They're just going to, because of excitement, they're just going to do things. And also understanding that excitement most of the time is one of the... It's not wrong to be excited about anything, but excitement can most of the time let you not look at the obvious things or let go of the obvious thing because I'm so excited, the World Cup is coming, my team is playing on this day, or I am favoring this team, I need a t-shirt, I need a ticket, or I need this, I need that. And as a result, they see all of those things as an opportunity to make money out of the people.
Wat is van die algemeenste FIFA Wêreldbeker swindelary waarvan verbruikers bewus moet wees?
So they should be aware of, number one, ticketing scams, right? Saying there's a raffle, you're going to win the final. Understanding that the tickets are already, if you convert it to dollars, it's a really true scenario, but those are the scams that they put. They put on FIFA World Cup t-shirt scams, right? Not only FIFA World Cup t-shirt scams, but just the scams for selling online, because some scams are not just about going to a link. T-shirts, like branded t-shirts, soccer t-shirts for what? For 50% off, for 200 Rand and all of those things. And those are the scams that you actually even get on social media. So it's different types of scams, but also playing for different types of people. Whereas for consumers, they will focus a lot on what? Instagram, social media, Facebook, and so forth, saying, I'm selling this for this price. Whereas for the websites, they focus even on businesses, because some businesses, particularly in South Africa, they might want to wear their jerseys on Fridays, and now they want to buy maybe for the whole company. So scams like that can actually catch people off guard because of the excitement and so forth.
Baie mense dink hierdie swindelary raak net individue. Hoe kan dit ook 'n risiko vir ondernemings inhou?
So they pose a risk in this way, right? If, like an example, I made an example that companies most of the time, especially I've seen this in rugby a lot, where every Friday they have particular wear, right? They would call it the rugby wear, or they wear their t-shirts and everything. Now, a company can say at the t-shirts, instead of going to a reputable brand or place, they're like, let me check online because I don't want to go. I just want to do everything online. And they might mistakenly click on a link that is not right, or a website that is actually not right. And what at the end happens is, by buying on a fake website, the company feels the pain, right? But not only that. Let's say you get an email, or I get an email, and I'm in the workplace, right? I get an email on my Gmail account, okay? We know, that Gmail accounts most of the time are not safe, right? They get a lot of spams. So, or I send you a link within the office. You are my colleague. I send you via WhatsApp. You click on your laptop or on your computer that you work, download the malicious content. That way, it affects the business by what? There's now a need for what? For endpoint protection for that particular business. Not only that, if they don't have endpoint protection, then there's a need. If they have endpoint protection, they still get affected in a sense that the malware is then detected by the endpoint protection, right? On the other hand, what then happens also is that if you think about clicking on that link, maybe this is a website that someone want it to be delivered at home, right? So it's delivered here at work because Monday to Friday you are in the office and you want your work email address on a fake website. Now, by using it on a fake website, the attacker then gets the domain, the email address that you actually have just exposed the business at that particular time. So most of the time, people may think that individual actions will not will not affect businesses, but it's actually those individual actions that people do that can actually affect the businesses. An example, all data breaches that has ever happened in this country or even in any country, it's always an action of someone doing something that may have not been directly affecting systems they have.
Yeah.
You see, so all of these things, by me giving out my email address, immediately, not my personal email address, but the company email address, right? Because I feel like, okay, no, I want to get this quickly. I get it, and I get it what you're trying to do, but you just shared a domain of the company.
Yeah.
Now, an attacker looks at the domain and be like, oh, but this is a business, goes to the website, oh, says, okay, this business must be making a lot of money, let me start sending spam emails to them, right? It affects the business in which way? The business was receiving maybe 10,000 spam emails a week or a month. Now, it escalates between this now in a month's time or in 2 weeks' time, it escalates to 50,000. What does that tell you? Someone has actually shared something, right? And then that becomes a headache, not to the person who shared it, but to the IT manager or to the CTO. You see now what an individual action actually is affecting the whole entire business, affecting the IT manager, and even affecting the CTO. And the CTO is like, we now need to get a solution because we can't have 50,000 spam emails coming through every time. We need to get a solution that will mitigate this problem, but also we need to train our staff not to click on emails. So what has happened now, we've brought a solution, right, to help people to mitigate spams, but also a solution to train people, which we call the cybersecurity awareness training, right? Why? Because now you need to train your people not to look at phishing emails, how to look at phishing emails, how to look at fake websites and so forth, how to see fake domains. Now that I'm talking to you, someone somewhere somehow has received a phishing email.
Yeah.
That's how it is, right? Now, that's literally cybersecurity 101 tactic right there, right? Phishing emails all the time, saying you've won this, saying you've gotten this. And the funny part is that human nature just likes free things. It's just how it is, right? You get something free, I'm going to look, I'm going to see this. If it does not hurt me, then I'm going to click on it. The advantage, because the same cyber criminals have the same access like we do, right? Yeah. Now, how? Back in the day, or before AI was like a big thing, people used to say the best way to look at phishing emails is to look at the spelling and all those things. You know, spelling was one of the biggest ones. But AI can actually mitigate that now.
Yeah.
They can actually make the actual phishing email look legitimate.
Hoe kan ondernemings hul werknemers beter voorberei om hierdie tipe swindelary te identifiseer en te vermy?
Yeah. So, look, the best would I say for any event, whether Black Friday, Christmas, wherever, whenever or wherever, doesn't matter the event, the steps are still the same. Making sure you have a VPN, right? VPN also helps in mitigating some tracking that may actually occur, right? Where multi-factor authentication, which is 2FA, right? So what this does, you log in with your password, but then requires you to authenticate again to double check, are you really the person that you say you are? Now, on top of that, what you can also use is, this is just a tip, you don't have to buy anything with it. Have a password manager tool, or even Google Password Manager tool. Use that Google Password Manager tool. That will help you. Instead of keeping the same password, you actually have a different password for every different system that you have ever logged into. You don't reuse your passwords. And look, do not be scared about going online or doing anything online, but very important, as every person or as a sure that you double check emails that you get. Link, is there something, a phishing, or even contact someone who might actually help you, you know? I think that would be the best. Now, for businesses, endpoint protection would be the most repeatable software to have, and also email software to have, like your cloud app protection systems would be something to have or a must-have. And out of all of this, cybersecurity awareness training is the best way to get this, because you may have all the systems, someone can still click on a link and phishing can still take place.
En dit was Lucas Molefe van die maatskappy ESET Suid-Afrika.